Hello? Danielle? Is anyone there? Okay. Okay. Hi. All right. Danielle's here. Awesome. So you're going to grab the link for me for the group. And then let me know when that is ready to go and I'll get started. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, good. Is it ready to go in the group, Danielle? All right, I'll wait a minute. All right. Thanks, Danielle. I'll touch base when I'm done then. All right, that was my lovely tech VA. We've been having all sorts of horrific tech issues the past week and a day. So she's trying to get some things fixed for me. But all right, it's 2:30, so I'm going to get started. Let's see. If you can hear me, let me know that you're here. That would be great. Okay. Way too many problems. So bad. Okay, well, I'm just going to get started because if you're not watching, it's going to be recorded and then you can go through and watch it at your leisure. But first, let me say who I am. I am Colleen Cedric. I'm the founder of Pet Nanny Coach, a company I created to help pet sitting businesses succeed. And this is my very first Facebook Live. I've never done one of these. I swore I would never do one of these because I'm a bit shy, but I decided to go ahead and start doing these for you guys because I didn't feel like I was giving you the support within the group that I want to give you. I don't necessarily have the time to go through and read everyone's posts and answer all the questions that I would like to give support on. So I thought, let's start doing a regular Facebook Live session, and that way you guys can ask me your questions directly, and then I can come in and give you really thorough responses to your questions. And I would like to do this every week. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every week, but that is my plan. I do want to give you guys as much support as I possibly can. But that is the reason for the Facebook Live. And like I said, I've never done this before, so bear with me. Trying something new is always a little nerve-wracking. All right, so the first question came in from Christina Lynn Walker, okay? And she asked, I watched your video on key management and plan to transition more to lockboxes. What other options do you offer the client besides them purchasing your lockbox or providing their own? Do you offer an option where they can borrow yours, then pay for you to come pick it up? Okay, so I offer 3 options to my customers when it comes to keys. They can purchase a lockbox from the office, or they can provide their own. If they purchase it from the office, I purchase them for about, I think they're $8.95 a piece. I charge $25 for them, so the company's getting a little bit of profit for the lock boxes, but and then I ship it right to the client. They can also provide their own if they want, but they usually are more than $25 in any of the stores. The second option is they can leave a hide key or a garage code. And if they leave a garage code, they have to leave a hide key, because in case of a power outage, I want to be sure that we can still have access to the house. All right, so that's option 2, hide a key or garage code. Number 3 is they can schedule a key pickup and drop-off service, and that is $12 each way, and I pay 100% of that to the sitter for taking the time to go pick up the keys and return them. I'm a big proponent of all of our clients being in control of their own keys. So that is why I do that. I do not offer an option where they can borrow a lockbox from the office and then pay to pick it up. That is not an option. That just seems like a lot of difficulty. If they use this a bunch, then we're having to go back and forth. I never even really thought about it, but no, I don't, to answer your question. All right, Robin Luca asks, I have to hire, I have an IC who will be leaving soon to take a research job. Can someone tell me the categories you list under when advertising on Craigslist? I advertised under other and got 4 responses. We have to pay now in the Atlanta area $35 for 4 responses that were not even close. I want to ask that question, then please let it rip. Any other places you have consistently gotten employees? I'm in transition if you use a cute flyer at places. So for Craigslist, I've had the best results using the etc. category, the part-time category, and the customer service category. Also, food and hospitality is good for targeting wait staff who have their afternoons free. So if you're looking for midday walkers, that's a good category for finding people that have that middle of the day free. And then graphic design for targeting those freelancers who work from home. Yeah, people that are freelancers and have flexible schedules are awesome for pet sitting. So that's always been a good category to use for that. And when you really need somebody, make sure you're posting 2 to 3 times a week and then just rotate your ad categories. That's how you're gonna have the best turnouts. Hi, Susan Kaplan, how are you? Okay, I see your question. All right, Katrina, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. I think Katrina's in Australia, so I highly doubt she's here with us today, but you hopefully can listen to the replay. But you asked, what social media tips do I have, i.e., what is the best thing to share instead of just pet pics? So yeah, social media can be like, when you don't really know how to use it, or if you're not being purposeful with it, it can just kind of be a time suck. And I've taken many courses on social media, but what I do is I break my content into categories, and then I create a weekly schedule of roughly 3 posts per day. And my categories are my blog posts, so the blog posts from my blog on pet-nanny.net. Second category is inspirational, funny, or quotes. And those are like quote images or funny GIFs or funny videos. Number 3 is other people's content. So there is a massive sea of content for you to share that's relevant to your pet lover ideal client audience. So finding other people's content that you can share on your social media is a great strategy. Promotional, this is something people forget. So we are in the business of making money, right? So we are in business to turn a profit. So you need to promote your services, and you are perfectly, you can totally do it. Like, people feel weird about promoting their services. Don't. Let them know about your services. Hey, we have a great dog walking service. Hey, we have a great house sitting service. Hey, we have a special going on this month, 20% off if you book now, or here's a coupon. You want to make sure you have your promotions in your social media strategy. My 5th category is tips, tips and tricks. And then my 6th category is testimonials. Your social proof is super powerful. So if you can share what other happy customers have said about your business, that is a great way to get people to take action and sign up with your company. So I'm going to say those again. My blog posts, inspirational, funny quotes is the 2nd. Other people's content is the 3rd. Promotional is the 4th. Tips and tricks are the 5th. And testimonials are the 6th. So those are my 6 categories. And then I create a schedule where I have 3 different categories for each day, and I'm posting 3 times a day at different times. Then it's just kind of, it's easy to keep up with it. You have a strategy and you have it all planned out. All right, My next question comes from Amy Lynn. She asks, what is the true potential of staying solo? And I love this question. So I call this your profit plan. When you start your business or you're in business, having a really clear picture of what you make, how you're going to make money is so important. And you'd be surprised how many people don't do this. Staying solo is, if that's what you want to do, by all means, I totally follow your bliss. That's exactly what you should be doing. I personally teach a leverage model where you're leveraging your time and yourself through a team so that you can make money while still having the freedom to enjoy your life. So that's what I teach. But in terms of staying solo, you want to do the math, okay? So let's just say you charge $20 a visit. You want to times it by, multiply it by the max visits you can do in a single day, which is 12. All right, so that's $240 per day. Multiply that by 365 days a year. You have $87,600. But is that a sustainable schedule? Absolutely not. 12 visits a day, 7 days a week is absolutely not sustainable. But that is the glass ceiling, in my opinion. You're trading hours for dollars. There's only so many visits that you can do in any single day. And when your time runs out, your ability to make more money runs out. So that's kind of the solo business model. What I'd love for you to think about is, the leverage part of it, right? So let's just say the $20 a visit, 12 visits a day, so it's $240 a day. Now multiply that by 5 people. So you have 5 people working for you. That gives you $1,200 a day times 365 days a year. You're up to $438,000. And then you multiply that by 50%. Let's just say that's like the basic what you'll pay in compensation. You're at $219,000. Gross. You still have to deduct your expenses from that. But hi, Daniela. But that's kind of just to give you like an idea, like, wow. And that's you not working not doing a single visit in that example that I just gave you. So that's why I just want you to start, really thinking about your profit plan and how you can really leverage yourself through a team. I have anywhere between 25 and 40 people working for my company at any given time. So you do the math on that. It's a great business model, and it's provided me the freedom to really enjoy my life, be home with my kids, and do the things that I love, all the while making a great income. Great question, Amy Lynn. All right, my next question's from Mary Neal. I hope that's your question. I hope I'm not ruining your guys' last names. She asked about hierarchy, and I think you asked this a couple times last week, and I must not have gotten back to you, so I apologize. But let's talk about hierarchy. All right, so who are your part-time admins and their roles? Do they also walk dogs? How do you monitor what they do? And how do you pay them? Great question. So obviously I am the owner and master marketer. My job is to, obviously I run the business side of things, the finances and whatnot. And I also get the word out about the business through my online marketing and all the other marketing that I do. Then we have Sue. She's my client happiness manager. So she does all the scheduling, phone calls, emails, client support, etc. And she is a part-time employee. She works anywhere between 5 to 8 hours a day, depending on how busy we are. Then we have Kathy. She's my hiring manager. She processes applicants. She schedules interviews. She conducts interviews. She does the orientation calls, the shadow walks, and she still does the pet sitting. And she's also an hourly, well, she gets, she's an employee for pet sitting, and she's a part-time employee for the admin side of it as well. And then there's Danielle, who you guys heard me talking to earlier. Oh my God. Hi, Kate. Sorry, one of my besties popped in here. Then there's Danielle. She's my virtual assistant, and she helps me with all my marketing efforts, landing pages, Facebook ads, anything technical or non-technical that I need help with. And she also has a team of people that she farms things out to that she's not, that aren't in her zone of genius. So that's my little hierarchy. And then, like I said, I have about 25 to 40 employee pet sitters working for me at any given time. And that is the structure of Pet Nanny. Great question, Mary. All right, number 6 from Walt Gavin asked, what is the importance of having, or he asked me to talk, the importance of having a website that supports SEO? And my answer is your website is the cornerstone of your business. It's how your prospects will find you and connect with you, and it's how you're going to turn them into paying customers. So gone are the days where a website is not an option for business, in my opinion. Everyone's looking for you online, and you need to have an awesome website that's going to convert them into paying customers. So that being said, having SEO plays a major role in customers finding you organically. So that means that your website coming up high on search results for a specific search term. Okay, so this is where blogging comes in, where you're writing articles that your ideal customers are going to find value in, and you're going to use keywords within these articles that are going to help drive up your search engine optimization for your website. It also includes meta tags and alt tags on your pictures. Again, I'm not an SEO guru by any means. I know a little bit about it, but it's absolutely super important because you want people to be able to find you online. So Walt, that was a great question. SEO is very important, as well as having a website. All right, number 7 comes from Megan Manley. She asks, when sending quotes to potential clients, what are some key elements you should or should not put in the message? And how do you get more people to say yes than no? So the best thing you can possibly do when you have somebody that's interested is you need to respond promptly. So every 5 minutes that passes, your percentage of signing on a client drops down drastically. So the more quickly you can get back to somebody, the more likely you are to sign them up as a client. It's a law of diminishing intent, right? So when you're really excited about something, you're much more likely to take action on it versus, oh yeah, they call me back the next day and my mind's somewhere else and I'm not thinking about the pet sitter for my dog. I'm thinking about this. They'll get back to you and their intent continues to diminish. So getting back to them and striking while the iron is hot is huge. Danielle, I'll get right to your question. Let me just finish this. So in the email, you want to have obviously a warm greeting. Hi, thank you so much for contacting Pet Nanny. You want to give the quote. You want to list the benefits to your customer. What are the benefits of them becoming a customer of your business? You need to spell that out for them. You want to have a call to action. So here's your quote. We'd love to have you. Click this link to book service. You want to give them the next logical step in the process. And I include an info packet on the email because it just adds a little bit extra professionalism and something else for them to look at. And if you don't hear from them, you follow up with them. So you pick up the phone and say, hey, I sent you an email. You requested a quote last week, and I'm just following up with you to see if I can answer any questions. So hopefully that helps. All right, let me answer this question. So Daniela asked, question, you mentioned that in order to make my business known, I need to send the letter to everybody. How do you make that possible? Do you get an app? Are you talking about the warm letter? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I'm sorry, just be a little bit more specific and I'll answer for you. All right, guys, so those are the questions for today. Okay, so your warm letter, Danielle was talking about a strategy I use for marketing. It's called a warm letter, where you are going to write a letter that you're going to send to your Rolodex. There's not even Rolodexes anymore. Your contact list of, you're giving them an update about your business. So you're going to say, hi, I got a new website. Looking for great pet owners that live on the main line of Philadelphia that are in need of dog walkers or pet sitters. This is the best way you can refer me. And you're sending this letter to every single person that's on your contact list. So, you get your contact list, you put it in an Excel sheet, and then what you do is you do a mail merge, and then you print off the labels, you print out the letters, and you stuff the envelopes, and you mail them. It takes forever. It is not an easy process, but it works. And you don't just want to do this once either. You want to make sure you do it probably every quarter until you really start building up your clientele. Because the people that you know and that like and trust you, they are your best unpaid sales force. And they're going to be the ones that are going to tell everybody about you. But you have to remind them to do it. People aren't going to remember to do it. You need to remind them. Susan said, can you talk about some team building exercises, please, and your training plan for new hires? My training building, can you talk about team building exercises? My training plan. That is quite involved. And I just switched from using independent contractors to employees. So it's drastically changed because when you had independent contractors, you are not allowed to train your staff. So I had to get creative is how I did it. But and now currently I have my employee handbook. They get it through a service called EchoSign. They need to read the employee handbook, which says everything soup to nuts, and then they sign it. And then after that, we have an orientation call where we basically go through it and answer all their questions. And then my sitter manager meets them at the house at their first client or one of her clients to kind of show them the ropes and teach them how to do it. I used to, when they were independent contractors, I had a resource center that I'm going to put back into place soon that has videos and all types of resources for them that they can tap into if they want to. You can't make it mandatory if they're contractors because that's against the law. So I hope that helps. I do not have any team building. Well, we have team meetings via Zoom, which is good. And we also have a Facebook group. I used to use a software called Honey, which I really, really liked, but it was super duper expensive and it wasn't really worth it. But it was a way for us to kind of keep it in cahoots with each other because everybody's out, doing their own thing and we rarely see each other. So that was a good tool. But now I'm using the free Facebook group for that. And I do not have any other team building exercises, Susan. I'm sorry, but I will think about it. Marky says, you didn't cover how you pay your admins, how I pay them. So I pay them, everyone gets paid through direct deposit. So I have a payroll company. Every 2 weeks, they are paid. They send an Excel sheet with how many hours that they have worked. I send that to my payroll company, and they're paid via direct deposit. And that's with all my sitters. And they are hourly, Marky, so hopefully that answers. Done the letter process. It is a ton of work. Lori, hi, Lori, how are you? Nikki, I have clients reaching out about me in emails. How do I in a PC way all of them to rave about me publicly? Oh, that is an excellent question. So I have on the bottom of every, so if you notice in my Pet Nanny Coach emails, I have at the bottom of every one of my emails, join our Pet Nanny Coach community. Pet Nanny, I have it at the bottom of every email. If you loved your service, please write a Google review or a Yelp review. I also have it built into the process after every single service when we're following up, and it says, hey, if you were really happy with your service, please do me a favor and write a review online. There's elegant ways of saying it where you're not like, hey, write me a review. It's just, again, kind of like reminding them and trying to stay top of mind with them to do so. All right, raving. Thanks, Marky. All right, anything else? Hopefully I covered enough for you guys. There was a million questions. I'm going to, like I said, do this every week for those of you that weren't on the top of the call. I feel like I wasn't able to give you the support you're looking for within the group. I don't really have time to read through every single post and answer your questions. So I would like to do this on a weekly basis as much as I can and answer your questions. We'll do, 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll just run through some questions. If I didn't get to your question, I will get to it next time, I promise. If you can let me know ahead of time so I can prepare. It's hard to focus and read these, and I'm not always sure exactly what you're saying, but if you could just be as specific as possible, let me know beforehand so I can prepare. That would be great. Marky says, you talk a lot about the business side. How much effort do you put into learning about new developments in the pet industry? Like force-free training, etc.? Not a lot. I don't claim to be have a lot of knowledge on training or any of that. I provide awesome pet care with amazing customer service. And I'm not the one that's doing the pet sitting. I do offer pet CPR and first aid training to my sitters. So they come here and we have a live event where they're taught how to do that. But besides that, I don't. So Thank you for this group and being live. You're welcome, Laurie. All right, guys. I'm also going to be holding complimentary strategy sessions for you guys. And I'm going to let you know more about that. We're having some technical issues with our sign-up page, but when I do have the information, I will post it in the group. These are complimentary, and you can book them right from the link that I'll give you in a little bit. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I did it. I did my first live. I'm like sweating to death. This is a little nerve-wracking, I gotta say. And not being able to hear you guys is weird, but I'll get used to it. All right, I hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.